Hi, I'm Dennis Blank. I'm running for Mayor of Warren as an independent candidate in the general election this November 3rd. We've put these videos together as a way to give you an idea of the kinds of things I would do if I'm given the opportunity to be your mayor. Can we reverse the decline in Warren? Absolutely, and we don't have to look very far away to see an example of how it's been done. In Youngstown, they partnered with private industry, with nonprofit organizations, with professional organizations, and took what was a downtown that looked like the South Bronx a couple of decades ago, and through planning and discipline and a focused effort, turned it into a thriving, enjoyable place for people to go and not only work, but to have dinner and go to bars and have a good time. And what we've lacked in Warren is a plan that even attempts to make that. So the first step is that we have to try. I grew up in Warren, attended Warren City Schools. I was a product of a pretty typical Warren middle-class family. I played football at Harding. When I graduated high school, I went to Hiram College down the road here, graduated there with a degree in English. I went to work for the federal government, the Federal Trade Commission in Washington for a couple of years. Came back to Ohio, went to business school at Ohio State, and then moved to New York for a career in the media business. I was the director of marketing at Fortune magazine. I was the associate publisher of Money magazine, also in charge of marketing. And I was also a part of 2 high-tech startup companies that succeeded. So I've got a unique set of experience in both big and small companies. Each one of those jobs required management skills, planning skills, and marketing skills. And that's really what we need to get the city moving forward. We've got to change our own focus if we expect other people to have the impression that we want them to have about the city. How we're going to make progress is really a function of how honest we're going to be with ourselves. We have to talk about our problems. We can't pretend we don't have these problems. So managing our money better is a huge priority. We need to stop having no-bid contracts for huge amounts of money. That's a big deal when you're turning over $1 million to a private business. City Council should have a voice in decisions like who's going to run Packard Music Hall. Whether it's the right decision or the wrong decision, City Council should have had a voice in that. And in fact, the citizens of Warren should have had a reasonable amount of time to think about this idea and was it something they want to do. We need to stop hiring relatives for jobs that don't really exist. We can't be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on the legal bills of another private company, Patriot Water, to help them with their problems with the EPA. We just need to be smarter and more open about the way we manage things. It isn't as much about the person as it is ideas. I have ideas. They're up on my website. I've explained them in as much detail as I can. They're there for anybody to see. And I think that people in Warren deserve an opportunity to evaluate one set of ideas versus another. And that's the big reason I ran. I choose to do this because I love this town and I want to see it do better. We can do better.